post match and yani kuchi din komoni wusa kuchi se kuchi this season we have to focus goals are omashe league na e wo form it nipa be free say wa ankasa no we defensive coach na no so affect team no tin has no muntimi she goals no the ntie anu ya masu Didi Dramani head coach Mahasufuk what they atudwa
why defensive coach. I would like you to react to that statement because having watched most of your matches, you tend to start the game with a 3-back. Sometimes when the game is going on, there's a tactical variation. I see 5-3-2 when you are on offense.
Has the ball. Will you just move your whole team coming forward? I ask the question. Will you move your whole team coming forward? You don't have the ball. Now you have the ball. Will you say that, no, we have the ball, let's go and then wait for the opponent? Football is a game of two elements. It's defense and attack. So, and the difference of the two is when you don't have the ball and then you are trying to get the ball. And so when you have the ball and then you are losing it and then you're not trying to get it. So that transitional moment is where the difference comes. How you react in these situations. When you don't have the ball and now you want to have it, and when you have the ball and now you lose the ball and then you are transitioning to defending, that is the difference. So every team cannot do one part. If you do one part, okay, you score 10 and then you concede 11. At the end of the day, you can't win a game. So sometimes we need a half goal to get the 3 points we don't get. I think that every coach falls within the two. There's no coach who is a defensive coach or a coach who is oriented on offense. You cannot train like that. You have to train on two elements. My players, if you have the chance of speaking with my players, they will tell you that when I'm doing finishing, everybody is part of it. Everybody is part of it. Because today, how many defenders got into the finishing tape? Very few got there. Emmanuel Amankwa got there. So you can get there. When you get there, you are no more a defensive player. You are an offensive player. And then when we are defending also, my attacker cannot stay. He has to defend. Does Haaland stay? Haaland, does he not come back to defend? During set pieces, what happened? He comes to win the ball. That is the modern trend. We want to move our football to the next level. So we should move away from the notion that someone is defensive but you know what I've done, in the past, right? Seydou Bansing, Kofinti Boachi, Ransom Ose, Azibuachi, we don't know scoring. So we deal with what we have, and we are in a league and it's competitive. If we're not winning games, we would have been languishing around those who are struggling, to escape relegation. But I think that sometimes in a league form, sometimes you need a half goal to get 3 points. Sometimes you don't get it. And so when we get 1 point, you have a goal and then you have 3 points, I think it's massive. Home matches, if we're getting one goal, and then amassing our 3 points, I think that we would have amassed more points than all the teams. But you see that we are not crying over it. And my players will tell you, I don't even speak about the chance we missed. I don't. We only have our best practices where you see us putting goal scoring chances into footages for the players to see our best practices, and then we put defensive elements for them to see best practices, to appreciate that they are doing the right things. And we've also considered some bad goals. The goal against Vision was a bad goal. The goal against Bibiani Gold Stars was a bad goal. The goal against Mediama over there was a bad goal, because we have worked on these things. And so that is where you find me to be furious, to charge on my key players on the part of irresponsibility, because that is where I want them to. That's why I set higher standards and even expect more from them.
Okay, Coach, thank you very much. Okay, Masoud Didi Dramani, head coach Emma Hasselfolk, and now no question after the game. Dr. Kwame Chi Sports Complex, Brankese, and Yebusa coach, a man for us a defensive coach. And we say football, we need BBA say defensive and also offensive coach for honor. It's no opponent na neighbor. Now sometimes we game plan any approach. Tibia won't say be a game go so course na no do tembia. SBA be defend kakra. Bones assistant do be say attack kakra. Now if you busa the players no kra na omo training grounds BBA say no say Ibia mo practice no defensive derby department ni na no omo ye hu adwuma dia na gina system eno tactics eno opponent a wuhia no ena say game plan a wo de ko ene enchichi mu amaso Didi Dramani e de baaye ena o se o se mre bi atwam no aye bi players a o ma fa ne nsem Ransford o se mu Kofinti Buache mu obi a defensive coach no we dey ma sa players no mtoto ntena basa na even game on nation se boy na say why you share go no ya man kwa be fi a be ball right back free bench e baaye no obenya clear chance it's with defensive coach then anka be fi ya no defend no wetin be wura nations ada can benya sa clear opportunity no ti chance na man for Canada enye no kreda say be on defensive coach debi bibia say ni honum and na Masud Didi Dramani head coach Mahasufuk or the Sanche mu no e baaye manager yem boss kakra na de emre de kopa anti e fa issues na ya bobo na yeko sa
Kumasi FM.
It's simple. I think say me tea voice from Coach Masud Didi Dramani. And simple as something I work on. Say a coach is defensive, and now say offensive oriented coach. The minimum of football is simple. Your players and they define their tactics. Players are one. As a coach, and any club you should know your strength. Maybe I want you will team go need defense but not attackers. They are very good. Into when you are born, you will say be a 5-4, 3-2. Who say we concede but we share more. Into such a team say na attacking you are attacking oriented because if you say attackers no and but also who create tactics and I say a game planner a best suit to forward liners because I'm a clinical.
Okay. So say the meaning say football no your coaches are or be defensive coach or any offensive but could you say BBA say
and I'm gonna say you players are or
materials no
and I say we need good defenders and now call your defensive type I be sure we break.
Okay.
Because if you are playing as a defensive coach or Bobo players BD Kofinti Buache he work with them at Kotoko. What I say? Or Bobo a lot of players are no more Kotoko. I know more goals. And that time no.
Okay, I could say Erling Haaland or say there be our comma.
Oh yeah.
It was only say news and the NIA say people with you in common now. Also we play and I say even we attacker. Don't mean say match him support defense now no crown on foul.
Your players be or be on a style of play. Play one work rate simple. So cause on actually make defend there. You work rate because 0. Go you say your ball playing center forward.
Okay.
Erling Haaland the type or your ball playing center forward. Ball no with ball. Do team baby take you on players. And our clinical and no energy rater. Erling Haaland even Enra Assad Enra remember here money Everton. Assad even almost 90 minutes. Now her energy speed the energy OC run there. Oh yeah speed to crack on. Because now the OC run it through. Every far ball you call Kelly to net. Simple. It tells you so was such a player like Erling Haaland now could defensive. Simple how wow. What I say me I believe in players are war. And only idea coaches be on the wrong no.
Okay.
Say one who players are war. Obey a mistake. Because sometimes you may have good midfielders. So when you have good midfielders that means team no also about tactics be a bit suiting so what you pack your midfield no be a 3-5-2 formation. Means o midfield no strong. And only a weapon out be other opponents. Where has the folk team now? They almost trying to him.
Defense.
Defense. It's because we're a defensive coach. Make I say a has team no maybe on the strength only a defenders. Because the rate has strikers necessary chances no. Say come to be say goal say there and defense need to be defending now. Simple has a league.
Sure.
So players now coach Masud Didi Dramani want to ask him say is he a defensive coach no? Me I can make a say the kind of materials na check tax amebo.
Okay.
So next year, the has defense na strong bio. Na say boss no coach on na na. Na koye more defensive oriented da. Ye be shaw because the next season bia let's say we are one nya bia Ben Masai at other pool. One nya Kevin Osesi bi, one nya Ali company why nya sa players na say okay defensive minded coach who ba kire it's simple all the time and you based on your players and how they better tactics abebo so your coach no one who say no now we say we dem system my system no me bought 4-4-2 formation me bought a 4-1-4-1 formation me bought a 3-5-2 formation what I say now one help players are what simple all the time when your coach are be kire it's me made there say me your coach to ask you that question defensive there is no defensive coach and yet materials now one what I say and a better over Pep to see man lusu Ellen Haaland man lusu Duku your players be or man lusu omo a different tactics
untimi attack sir
obey that attack because who players now one who are attacking oriented players and now Bernardo Silva who Duku who friend say Ellen Haaland who a friend say Semenyo these are attacking oriented players and the only thing is say you are a small distance say if you are come back if you are wing backs no all the time I want you to see say mon bra midfield never support to defense line no. So players now want to simple a better tactics are able
okay
so if you are a coach and you don't play to your I say we are come simple akoma na wo yi no e na chedu ane a obenya
sure
players na wo at your disposal no and I approach also the approach game no because I go approach game na say we approach with players are simple in the long run second half we see a show and it see a lot of coaches but the first half obu ha oboni ye onya good start but second half we see a show no na coach be on so first half simple start game ye second half onye and I want to be that
bibiri
your coach boy say a coach we the second half onye your coach be on so simple only ball first one ya first half ya coach say bashi you for so only bashi you for ball
fanated ne enclick ya any man say wa won sheme
okay
asem ni nyina ni eti Jose Mourinho ni e obi bia kwa be friend say wa pack bus what is what is items wa pack bus yes but what pack bus ni esi wa chi wa hye o Barcelona ne e de kwade when is wo be di matter or Andrew Villas Barcelona Chelsea there's a game ato ese fa ho no because sa stadium honum na ye bobbo no wokona kobiemu a enko yi mfa ma katwom ne ka ekache no no akache ne counter break etukwamna ne wo munyina no se o materials ekuta no ema we setting game plan then again opponent a ne bo no ema we setting game plan
okay
there will be honum akwabra we offensive coach by game na wo kwa akobo no e wo se wo hwese wo beti no mas na fi we defend kakra obehu etena game no
there's opponent game plan no iti ma sound
tactics obehu etena game etena Bayern Munich ene Paris Saint-Germain won so mienu no bo no mkobo no o nyina ye se 7,000 en fa ho so defensively no mu mienu ni nyina strong the Bayern Munich and that of Paris Saint-Germain defensively obi no ba ye kwabna ma menka no kwa vanchero se unya Jose Mourinho unya Antonio Conte unya Max Mirano Allegri ana unya Diego Pablo Simeone El Toro so mu ba ko na ye coach ma Paris Saint-Germain akwabna 5-2 no enko pon for game no 5-2 no enko be pon do you know why because defense organization no obinim ye but hey so we how Luis Enrique any your friend saying coach your friend say Vincent Jan Boy company that approach ni say obi agene fanated ni di etukwamre defense organization no etena game no be no nia obey solid e we defense bia obi ni yonko afim
okay
etena
because goals ndi obi abese but what bet na yiri wechi no
when ball Luis Diaz obo Michael Olise and what say boy your friend say Ousmane Dembele obo Luis Diaz Hurricane and obo your friend say Michael Olise anyway so suru bo desired way and obo Ousmane Dembele kwamna tiase and obo Krasheli into offensively what fana third one is sharp into a back be change if you don't take care defensively obo organizing who you be a bit marry the game no it the approach and the opponent and the mouse game it me ma a typical example say Jose Mourinho ni entire career kwabna nye de bia no wakatwom bi da say de bia wakatwom there be onya opponent na hold the team na obi eja Antonio Conte crowd there ya no bo back 3 when you drop your defender na be 5
sure
okay go there beautiful etini atiene say Conte so by there have been some games our bomber opponent e defend born with opponent name.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Into your opponent.
I'm saying, Ukraino, a union busa, who did this on so about 3 bucks.
Beautiful. It's no a Demetrius, no, the ne fanated hormono. I am going to be banking in goals.
Okay.
And in as much as I'm going to be for goals, ne man, or maybe it one. It is why we did the ball now. Acquire all defending or attacking. You know, catch us a man, quite be Finimune, you man, any attacking. Yeah. In Tiacos and the ball now, all defending or attacking because the fanatic mean to rely so much. Our hands are now bread Kumuso. It any moment in Yanko. Sure. Then your Boba Kutuma, near Basenso, opponent, regional mobile city back. So, what's the defensive organization here? And the defensive organization, the opening answer, the team, the best department in defense. It's simple. It's a man defensive coach. But the best department. Now you get the best department here. Quality near defense one. Surpassing all department.
It be midfield. It be any move.
Absolutely, it's simple. It's less assume say quality now when you with defense no. When you the same quality with midfield, who say? When you the same quality with the fanatic, who say? Or be defensive coach. Okay. It is simple because our Ghana's number 1 at the podium. And we want Ali Mohammed and Kevin SSB on any day. 18 Premier League class on Kwademi Rubebo.
The same say our partnership near best.
Solid. And their best. In terms of goal scoring, I said to you, I'm their best. I'm your new partnership. Their best. Okay. The last was one more company as a moon said anything. But the Baba them in the lives, they are doing very well. Correct, I say. Okuta enough quality. I want nature horrible. Because Okuta Blasters number 1. Let's assume so Okuta Blaster striker. When anyone can say,
okay, but that's the president. Nyami had much now, and yes, I'm get for the Golden City Park. Obrikum
Nations FC.
Sure.
So I gave no better, you know. A game I said win illegal for a club to go to such venue. No, I get 3 points.
Grounds are winning order.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. And your team are washing what you leak.
The weekends, no. This season has difficult grounds or coin. When you see, say Pando, when you point for absolutely. Doma or Kofa point. Obeshi Kumasi. And Obeshi Brankesi. Wow. Eti
sa win has a very name. A has our winning side game now as what you leak.
Sure.
Bakwabna, once again, here we are. I have a whoosamo. Once again.
So has Kushi Brukumzo.
Yes, once again, here we are. So we table now. Arho. Nanka had to folk a call a brankese. A 1 venue, set 3 maximum points, and 1 finding now. Has a call power, dear pants of Fadro. And immediately had to folk beko, when you all the 3 maximum points. No, a game of why winning also Didi league. But hey.
If you know,
vision was form. Vision, a war form. Now, I remember who message be a young for the man with social media. Uti, and I'll see it me addresses our issue.
Message bear.
If you page and quack can best and premier some prenawa. Say, woman, you're ready for Beko Africa. Set is we are has penny net is Mr. O. Says, has
you're ready for Beko Africa.
I'm a what had some messages in mammy pa. Say, yeah, the cat, any I say. And I say into your cry, I was you could 15 billion be in Africa. Yeah,
you are recruitment
messages. Me quite a few messages on my your boy weekend game. Messages are certain how to full support us. Say, you know, African bra uti. You're to go after the 14th. You're no pay good morning, sir. Papa. Has it dear. Also, Africa DBL. Also has a Africa DBA. So has the Messitegu man also in Africa.
Sure.
And when we say about me did have to folk supporters in Trima Womina, Bejatu said the entire free or money league and they say, Womajico Africa or money on the from Quabana immediately as I've been we say about your good Ghana football. Yaguno. We have to folk support and was arguing with the 3-1.
Yeah.
Uti Ugu has. Oh, what a certain decision. I'm a has it in your guno. You be guno. You be good has. How to folks say when to go Africa?
If you are not ye, me sure say
this was some fact that team no uti wamasa. From board, from management, the playing body, the technical wamasa. We should accept that fact. My country say your both season we now to folk any trophy. Uti obi no why more club ni obi anya supporter kwa anya hwe. The house assembly e kan. Who can see akwabana uti? Me say ye won crofo na ye nyina ye celebrate sa Arsenal league. but sa nipa no wo support us wo say as ni diga we ga you go from support to Barcelona support to Real Madrid no wo krom ha wo kwamre year in year out omo say Barcelona beje wo ka tell nipa no say ta have to focus on league omo ye failure has ni we ga so do has bro to my master wo bo na da ho you know nothing about how to focus me say me who say mawulu wa hyego no na referee bo abemia point am say we league and also has the year na kwabra fi say we dey kwabra nka nokore we fi say house supporters na your managers of Akwesha Nations we fi say any na your priority target and has me who perform fi say we say your has team na ba so Akwesha Nations so you guys are complete jokers me mo has abaso so Akwesha Nations say what they did yen Come dem puya kwa kuduru baby say asim poji league na keni kwa se bona baso how to focus the baby so ko say won ko fight no mirim nipa e wa Africa brim wo mo nti na mo to give and take but how to focus supporters celebrate has our nations FC that means has support camera see capture bibiri almost celebrate has our nations kwabna efe baby abeduru ni baby how to focus abeduru ni eti kwabna I was here start to see write something down on paper, and I believe in my good friend.
Sure.
I believe in him. Say, also changing 90s. Then obey so.
Yeah.
But then now we a listing leader. Obey.
Yeah.
Ben, shall say no me gun kata so. League way has it. Yeah. 2024, 2025, and 2025, 26. Kwabna, mama can crem fancho. So the media man has it to now the kind of competition we in the buyer. League we have to focus there. It no cre. I'm about by Jerry and some supporters maybe can say no free someone team in Africa. I think I'm use side answer the ball and come immediately bebasa. What Magu has.
Okay.
Come on, be trust in your proper calculations. How to focus for the league in the let's have to focus the league in the I'm for massive news.
Okay.
Be kan wase machi.
Okay.
Asante Kotoko. With
you ba.
Equally should give me my dreams FC. It's obvious. So mbeli should game no. Obvious so mbeli should game no. Kotoko team no. There's another mistakes be almost say so and so me say you must solve it there. Because one Kotoko CEO ship no. Ya hijack na be pem samri. Kotoko coaching nipo obe spear Kotoko coaching department no eno so hijack no kwabra Kotoko team ni ehia nsesa pi the same thing applies to nia make us see say ye ball league no at a point omna na wo ho akonya say so tata me dem sporting club
sure
but hey omo so betena ho no say enim ni wom say wo so wagi league na so wagi the FA Cup kwabra the mentality of Kotoko and how to focus kwabra I'm sorry oma yina mfa nkompa bomo awu na performance bi omo de call your friend say ombo ni eje wo
kaswa 2 bars to theft
we performance bi akoro komnante ni eda na di wo ho no makwabna na me se kura afem
players na manager bie nsem bi so say players no ebi no ma adwene say kwa no be konti omo bo abro omo nku omo nyom yemmo
na fo
omoko and your attitude on the pitch so asem ne ye no
kura ma men ka se mi fanche korokofo mpanimfo so se sa na tie de ya uko Europe ayi team aboys ni bi bo you team no tie ni obadu akatua se wo ya wa adwe si team no be se na team ni so mpanimfo no so be kire kafia tie ni
okay
otunfo say to the second team no ma nso mo kwa akobo ayi middle league player bia set sa pa nya no player se ma de tumi ni set sa dia wutie enye wo mu nyina ne ye be mo mako ebi ni YouTube be bo music trend tie ni 104.1 oko fa contract ba na to ba wa nya bia ma wo ni YouTube go there
you wa fa contract
wo pa ko train wo come on performance over by Mr. John Twite bo pa na wo yesa nya sa mo shaban no
yeah mo shaban
just look at
man of the match
control come on wutie make sure the board of directors aje agwa wie wutie you rapping crab do ma feel poto omoko ma feel poto I think that when your mom akonya bi wa sanfo so na mo yen 3 years e bi o mo nya bi e ba hey 3 years o ma feel poto even kwabra you rapping crab na you rapping crab mo
amu
ba say ye ba fina enwa we ne eyen ngwasa no mo eso ke kom kakra nkan kwara no bo mo so kakra nsa na ye season no kwabra nyo ko last 2 games you say why you say goals
I don't know crime say manager here 3 matches ni 8
8 goals.
Kotoko last 3 games.
And was one.
8.
And was one. The last 2 games so wa kwasi 6 goals. As you rapping come accept and gwase na boys ndem mo you know. Finish hard. As o na accept. Kabra. Me nka no kura mfa nkere board of directors na aba no. Hwɛ utie football structures. Ye ne dem ne dia kusi park so.
Okay.
Catch the board of directors no. Ye ball no wo dem. O ye structures no wo dem. Utie. I was a management ne men. O management emen. Also playing body ne emen. Now for wama your friends say technical team na amen. And so what team is pitching so. Eti eye me hu say board of directors na adwene say emere ho. He. Oboa. Emere no ho. Mo starting from Nsanka. Mo from Nsanka Kotoko agu awie utie this is no magu no this is no magu no mo chance yes mo fixing sisi aí kwabna said midweek o me ho hoy
and
what for ba ha ko ba be show
o kumase
o ka ho hoy ba be show hey boys ne ba wo bibia o
sure
kwabna wo bibia say o mo ba santo ko they are just playing an ordinary game make we bo ngom ni dreams for kwara no you could see dreams for kwara no omo person omo ye bibi and me dreams FC team no dreams FC team no position no da no but hey we mu no je ball na kwabna wo hwe yi kohwed players ye parade do big na pitch so kwabna it all bow down to the kind of performance woro me aba and akwako ye nim gwa system de amakotoko and how to folk so ye mo yaba so me da sporting club abaso na fi no kotoko na ha se asem ne de me meka ho asem akiri na me hwe wo mo no ma ye this weekend no and who the kind of mentality of the run club no and I think that also I'm changing natives no okay. Eba meka nation service ho asem nation service when you're very careful nation service
you be rem o league
na mo game no game sa akoka no say nation service credit ba chance o
Kennedy o si
what me da
menya so
Paris am
menya so bi abetimi ada
president Divan Kasa bodu
menya so
wada every Monday ba wetin Sunday wada nation service nya very careful because kwabna baby we games ne dan tricky games kwabna we dia go be trigger on be relegation
okay
it they need to be very careful sa game no mulu su ye no wo mo do man kasa ho akwa se a tight corner people man so man ga o you can ho asemeti
okay me me comment ja ho masu Didi drama matches na aka ni nyina na se media man so lusu matches na aka ni nyina eti o interest no media ma de lusu ni die ni nyina na so folks win ni die ni nyina has to mid league na
eti ye hwe opponents no ye hwe has opponents ni ye hwe media ma opponents
has better winning the matches
Kumasi FM
very simple has better winning the matches consistent
Lewandowski as media me lusu ni nyina na has so win ni nyina
team what disappointing the fans this year has to folk because Henema ba omo basket Henema nego has basket mo no
yeah
no so try even Accra Legon na simple also odi league way but has not consistent has as you speak has 26 points away Kofi na am say has more points away it's in home and has about draw Bekum Chelsea draw Bechem draw Hohoy draw just say all teams all blacks o teams are has no say has show move here o mind me and show ma simple so ka say has a projection
Bekum Chelsea Bechem United Hohoy United Swedru All Blacks Baseke Dreams FC
what 6 ni nyina afie no say ka has any abrea o say ko fast
so nyina say 6 matches onyamu 3 wins kra na ko da suru
nti so okoko e say betting we simple
e betting
in terms of consistency mediama bo we obo yin fa mediama bo Bekum Chelsea obo wan
Kumasi
mediama bo Bekum Chelsea
104.1
we ni enye yinti
mediama bo Bekum Chelsea ewia the next game no one Baseke derby game
Baseke Holy Stars Western wa
omachiro
se Baseke bo home china
Baseke bo home china
ti o china se Baseke ne she o sha o free relegation zone okotakwa kajua takwa mediama befa ndi se has ka Christian after has play league ajana after has
this is the over
simple nanya Ghana league ni ebo
okay
Ghana league mediama simple watch be any Gold Stars last year be any the 1 point or the whole almost be about 9 weeks na be any the 1 point one obi antimi enye no
sure
now as we speak now head to head be any mediama one lady
Mediama.
Kumasi FM.
Has quite simple. You
Only picture no.
na dey just has bit was a career ochna. I didn't more just confidence.
Side back on so issue has or hard dream pa.
That is what I'm talking about. And at first, no simple ka has bo Accra Sports Stadium. You busa say has saying.
Yeah.
But here's the case I you know, has about draw on about 7 times. E wo fie. I almost 7 no simple. If you were trying to film Kotoko say no.
Yeah.
What I say? It tells you a has a fie no onya there. And another has this year also has league title no.
Okay.
It has there. As we speak now, say has because of our G League. So then they have a lot of changes also more.
Okay.
Also players na attitude be beer because minimum they say Accra ho. Say has team no ra Accra ho. Simple a different ball game altogether.
Okay.
Has in team show Accra. They go no. Accra Sports Stadium on last match we win 1-0. Hebron mo bre. And come say one has last match we win.
Only Nations.
Home
game.
Home game, no many young apostles.
Young apostles.
1-0.
Hebron mo bre. They were sitting on tenterhooks. Na has supporters no. Obia otosa. Has in team say 2-0, 3-0 Accra Sports.
104.1.
Has G League Assemble this year is a league over. Why not your team be able to also upset her? Simple a baby any.
Okay.
Because Ochina baby any kose. Na me dem akolu so Bekuma. As I say 2 points.
Okay,
2 points. It's the team over me also upset. Still a baby any. Has the simple
President matches no. Now me say we matches no.
Yeah. Has the per matches that man me see a chat na to. Oji liga fi.
Kumasi
Ade
FM.
didi.
So no pay the moon confirmed. Has intimi nya.
Baby ya be duru sisi e. Ni ama has any league no. I don't know cause the last 4 games are set.
Oh, okay. Eno ye dia.
The last 4 games has bo fie mienso oba we back.
If you nso na enya.
I think ya pa ya nane away ni nyina.
Banka has kwa we mi so fie.
Ka ka no gitu.
You mutu no. Okay.
Eti ni ama has any league na asset the last 4
Okay,
games.
the matches need to say.
Has bo Karela e wo fie
Ochina.
ochina. Has betina fie when the Aduana Stars abo. Has ebe kwa way to summer test 1996. Na has atena fie ni Mediama Sporting Club abo.
Okay.
Eti has ebebo fie Mediama. Has bebo fie Aduana. Has bebo fie Karela. Na has kwa way to summer test 1996.
Wow.
But so who hwe games at them
how many points?
7.
7 of them.
It who games at them anim sese ya. Who petima the last 4 games the fixture said Dinipa has.
Okay. Because if you need okay.
The fixtures net Dinipa any opponent no ne born opponent the betimi akosro upset at any point in time. Has opponent.
Okay.
104.1.
Aduana. Summer test wa we Christopher any ho.
Nsinchiri.
Any Mediama for e bakra. Amrata say.
Okay.
Eti ade a performance no na has them especially over 3 home games no. Fie one ade no. Wetimi kwatete 7.
Okay, you hear me the ade.
So we Mediama Sporting Clubs so games no dey ba na. Okwa way to Brekum Chelsea.
Okay.
Owi oni ni nuan bebo basiki. Ebebo wo chiro ho. Basiki Holy Stars. We basiki for share what? Ewo takwa.
Yes.
I'm go share. 2-1.
Yeah.
Takwa. Ti we no mo bebo.
Okay.
Owi anu atrefia bo Pando Heart of Lions. Owi anu akwakra.
One has to
full. So Mediama be kwa we mienu. No abo home mienu.
Oh, okay.
As to compare to Heart of Folk obo home miensa. Akwa we back.
Okay.
These are opponents are. So for Heart of Folk say all winning the 4 games thing now. Possible there. By on paper, when Heart of Folk actually say otifie no oba and no man kwe no. And oba be bo free miensa. About 3 home games. 3 home games means your opponents are kwabra on any day or make my cause a lot of surprise against Heart of Folk.
Okay.
Karela, Aduana Stars and that of Mediama Sporting Club. Into the game said that for.
Okay, me that's before say
Omo ye business pa Ghana ha tin say omo betop.
this is in the matter. Chelsea aton pa.
That is their basic problem. Simple, you can't eat your eggs and then you have it back. No. So people come out. It's not going to be possible.
Okay.
Indeed, we become Chelsea. What first second round you can say 2 players in the
Yes.
So
yeah, 2 players.
Yeah. And okay, Kufo.
You doing Kufa Samoa.
Yeah. So it tells you will struggle. Football sanity here. Few football clubs and all turn or say quality replacement. he might think say you know because he might think say be a players on buy any quality. But simple, you need to have a team. Say for players but they might be quality but only team. And team na no mo no oma hwehwe oma tonton. Into you struggle. Into media ma ba ho no mo no. Simple media ma side open league that makes the game very difficult because over league table no so simple be abekum Chelsea da no. So ochina so bekum Chelsea win match na hey doom. A doom for them. And a omona amana banasa. And you become Chelsea for an amana banasa. So it's up to them. Ochina. So we win this game. No? And Mediama, one now they are sitting comfortably, or more 56 points. Oba become Chelsea. Become Chelsea. Or more 38 points. Simple. It tells you to become Chelsea here points in same Mediama. Become Chelsea.
Yeah,
points in media. And there's only one thing. And a bit must say become Chelsea. He win.
Okay.
Because you see, your young apostles say, or say young apostles be called 39 points. Means become Chelsea or one way or quite out.
Sure.
Or we are certain if you have nations. Meaning, we need 2 matches now or quite out. All Blacks, 38 points currently. We don't know what the same point.
Okay.
All Blacks got 10 fee. So simple, not so sharp. Or cost 41 points. So it tells you, Become Chelsea, or China, you have nothing at stake. Also, we win the game. And like I said, what ton players? Become Chelsea are Tony players. Team are not one ton. And right now, after our upper individual players are all try to build up a team. Anyone here do relegation, even our 2 nations, no. Because nations. First round, players the 3 nations score, you know. It was massive.
Sure.
Olusu Nafiu. Olusu Abdul Karim. Olusu Bermaba. What I say? Sure. And you cannot feel last season how many goals? About 9 goals.
9 goals.
Remember what?
9 goals.
So if you lose such a player, Fresh Achawate. Last season how many goals?
12.
Remember what? About 12 goals.
Sure.
So simple. If you lose these players, it tells you will struggle. Then second round, Kufuor, to Aduana. Then Prince Bedu Isco to Asante Kotoko. You might not know Crampono or Koye. Luckily for Mona, what I say. What I say. Lucky for them, Nanti. Simple. You can't eat your eggs and have it back. Won't mean to players. Now on sound per resource. Medema, the man Medema Sheki Hakana Kabuya League, and they come out.
I'll call you.
Tama kama din koye no.
So on Salim and they should go soon.
That is it. On me na na hand in hand.
Sure.
But almost so far asochi ne bi ko fa o.
Na opponent bi ya Didi fa o. I say akoda no. Oh, then be show na fi na akoda no wa adapt.
Okay.
Ya wo say. Fi say ya wo say na timi adapt. Ntino na opponent bi ya Didi fa kama.
It will take time. Asante Kotoko. So almost struggling now no. E time mo ton abetamo a. That time no abetamo jana no aso no. And that time, can you link Abetamo to a friend say the national team?
Yeah, Black Stars.
And Abetamo acquire no or buy no the same Abetamo bio. It's not quite good. And sometimes simple. And yet, Uton players who are out to replace them and yet easy. It's not easy. And I see how no. Right now, I see how teams didn't struggle or more struggle. And your teams are going expect it. So on back with the whole. Where teams have become Chelsea are mostly and for mid table. Obi say first to 6 now or shaho.
Okay.
Bechem obi say mid table first to 6 no shaho. Obi nations first to 4 5 no shaho. But this year here be omo nyada. What I say? So it tells you so why anya on yema here. Na say some people players are to play them to coach some boy do there ochina. And must be mad for him. Must be mad for him.
Okay.
Now so more link and Kotoko say relegation and you won't forget it.
Kotoko dey.
No, won't forget it. Na say what 3 points
back.
Osana level one the side will give. Indeed, it tells you that just say Kotoko relegation and you won't forget. But I say on why not a vision. Nations. Become Chelsea. All Blacks. Simple set teams way. Vision Nations become Chelsea. All Blacks.
Young Apostles.
And a young Apostles. So 5 teams way. Simple. But Nations. Vision. Young Apostles the Ochina. Or boy at your vision. So Sebishina, simple no say nations are
okay.
It not in a good position because when you 6 points out of last you know when you a good away draw crampa sample become into Brekum Chelsea or China a difficult game because Mediama per league naje. So it's up to Mediama. So what China so Mediama super league naje.
Sure.
So when you point to crowd has simple no wrap up but Brekum Chelsea there
okay.
or China a must win match for them. Same as yourself on beating nations Copando. Monse coach from Pop.
It was obvious. Say Mediama Sporting Club from say hijack system. Catch us baby any for them survival crew so. There will be a crane.
Yeah.
Arsenal kwa you know with me try how say decide that we James say be chemenity there will be any there opportunity in bar no grab.
Na Arsenal na necessary so can dey.
No say me tell how is fat here. What that say? When opportunity in the bar na say you decide the game. Ama wo fie me fie.
Yeah.
Wo so be league e wo takwa.
Kesi wo dance park here.
Beautiful. Is you wanna what you wanna
see we kwesi edu.
Wa be fa honko. There be na is impossible. What I say? And we give no clearly so you could see clearly say that faithful day na Mediama for ahoden sa so say baby any Gold Stars. You also here approach a baby any Gold Stars the buy na omo yes omo ntimi nkofo ne mo so yem per setting game plan which say be catch omo e wo the counter break na fi yetimi a hit one mo enti no kan dey obvious say Mediama Sporting Club nya akonya timi extended lead no e dey ma baby any Gold Stars and na enyem nwanwa nkwabra from week 1 no boy ya dey ba na baby e koduru ye no na you could see clearly say Mediama Sporting Club a favorite for the ultimate.
Okay.
And almost sending message clearly. So I heard the number of games from the boy. Yeah. Nanka was say Kotoko and had to focus on the work Makunya says won't be you know.
Sure.
Baby and Go Stars the why
don't go be 8 matches.
Yes, baby and Go Stars the only why
baby are no more down sorry
because proud to say Mediama no between no one the Kotoko and had to focus on compete.
Sure.
What you say? Baby and Go Stars it was I think 8-9 points na net them. And no more Mediama status what the games need agro. And I feel Mediama samba so back to baby and now come on level no e won.
Okay.
I know you're born no more but very difficult if you want to beat them. They're very difficult. You see kwara kwabana we approach them tanko de mawa or crowd to Medford no.
The team they are not
we Japasu. Manuel Manti, Salim Adams
sure.
and that of Fusi Taylor. Very difficult to penetrate.
Then what share you know sad Derek for Joe Massa.
Obebre. Let's say Mediama for no. Na me funny.
Kuitanku we special.
Yeah, no, Massey. Ibrahim Tanko is one of the experienced managers. Yeah, warm room Hanum. And
that's Black Stars.
And, yes, almost say Tanko Musian. Yeah. What I say? Coach.
Coaches now they're working.
Yeah.
If you see your meeting come on
absolutely.
Coach Tanku.
Coach Ibrahim Tanko. I mean, there are some of the coaches need be so yeah. And wow, coaches need be British so on my you be. You're 30 at the fiction.
Sure.
I mean, kind of Trouble ha kwabran central for the yes na ye carry bo kwabran yeah omo put into practice e work.
Oh yes.
E work. So how is fast san and san what the midfield ho no. This what the one yaw after this Kamadi coin when introduce right back be. Then and super player. How a boy is fast searching forward, how a boy is fast dropping, no add it up. With tackles for middle, no, you love it, and I think that we're perfect to place my command in Mahmoud.
Okay.
Yes, Coach Ibrahim Tanko na introduce no. It kwamna na ye obvious. Second bias no be standing lead, you know. It will a game no more boy, you know. The kind of performance over the by you could see clearly. Say you remember game that we know. Normally should game, and indeed we are the most important, and I think that among the great opportunities. Or meet my fighting for the ultimate. Don't remember another crucial game against team friend say Brekum Chelsea say midweek. Yes. You be sure masem no. Na yaka. Kwara it's unfortunate. You see no can say be has abo wabrankese. Ansan wo wi awako Karela.
So nations 4 games akan. Awe ni 3.
1-1.
Wow. And I them say Karela de no.
Karela de no. E na bi e beduro na say bi Karela for na say bi o mo drop o mo place dey afan. Na no kwase one opinion
so no timi league nti bia no motive
bia no so enkwala na matra be cha che no mebo bi mo ansa na bia wa fa ho na nti sa dia so wo de woni ni Brekum Chelsea dia na etuo sese ya Brekum Chelsea far ahead of Nations FC.
Okay, you have vision so chances
we are no have Vision FC. Vision so game no mo bon kwamna na etie nie wono so no Nations ni call your friend saying Pandro no One also be Kimako Wenchi to Wenchi for it.
When young apostles run
for her, or met me the Wednesday and Sunday.
Akim. Actually, I was yeah, because Omo no more.
Nothing be about Jamman quite. We are nations is about Jamon, what the end was more. And yet, Shelepele, Obaka. It is Shelepele, elbow vision. Oh, Wenchi.
Okay.
We are not vision, what in a fiashe, one a carella bo. Kedua, or Besha Carella. We are not nation says a baby of Brankesi. And so finally, Abodiana, Ofi. It won't say, so what if you do one? Vision, the Musu Saye, and the Asin nations.
Wow.
Missing what you make a win at nations have seen what my house I shall. It is what then I from Bomas also. Because all games that are on. When Chi walk all nations back when Chiso. Or you are the Trefia Carella. Or you are not Trefia Diana Stars. And you don't forget the nations as the Baquamians, Abu Fibaco. But we say, no, Cabana, one air Quamian home you. Wow. It's all on so air to 1 year. On so head to it, no better. Eddie Asin so draw for no. Cabana, you have a permanent yahe. And you know, you have a permanent calculations we say now. But Nini Moon, your woman said, nations FC, Edwin watch a tight corner. I must win game against Bashir for now. We table this one. Bashir for so when I so collude game we are Cabana Subesi. Meruka said, Pando out of Lens, Ekuta 39 points. Near what total position number 16. Every Chelsea. Chelsea for themselves said, or my account. That is 3 points. This is almost a 38. That's one about 38. And 38, they say, Timo Besham is young apostles. Apostles number 16. Between young apostles, I was also 16. Cabana will no. Any Heart of Lions, no, just 3 points. It Heart of Lions, any nations, Beshana, but also the Hong Kong tight corner. Now, you're Heart of Lions. Who is one for me? Who is you last match to Heart of Lions? Heart of Lions game, or one nations of you. Or you are about Samates, Ofi. Or we are not about Mediama, Ewataka, Tenio. Or we are now about Hoy for them. It is Lions, no, obviously, what it is.
Sure.
Sorry, in the games, Netahana, because all about nations of you. No about Samates of you. No aside the whole and the 3 points. Game back up, any of your Bekaway, Ayataka. And come on, says, oh, you now the bass, nations are to be. 8 nations for where you might.
Okay.
Brekum Chelsea, my main country of Beneji. Set tonight game, your Bono Mulu should give in the and your 3 games now can you mention.
Okay.
It is a difficult tax. The relegation battle, there's a lot of competition and interest.
Yeah.
And I think that's already teams in our moment or when you are battle for relegation. Where the Menyashua say will be because my drop in the youth players you boo. Cobra baby, Druni and Ibresam, and Ramate, Oko Brekum Chelsea. Also, a woman, some and the Ampania Crana. So yes, baby, you're doing your baby. I am my planning with John Quasem. I finish her. Conrata 8 nations FC, woman conquer fight ye or Pandu.
Okay.
No metnefie and from vision. No moon make it sure say. Has a point from Mujano Hano. As some continue 1 away back on the tea. The nations are coming. Has a point as well continue 1 away. Okay. And Brekum Chelsea, the money to game. But I think that Mediama form no the room hormone. Some of them lose suicide game unless a baby and go start a shot. Ah,
sure.
I have
2 points.
Ehu.
Hasn't so shine be careful.
Interesting.
But say dey near Abaka Lewandowski US now enable. Chelsea na yi o person survival. And na Mediaman Super League age. Say na beko. Ye ne nua Obin Eje Isaac. Our Kasama Brekum Chelsea in command pay. Obin, good morning.
Morning simple.
Minu ana bibia boko de.
Nyame adom na mo so.
Nyame adom bibia boko pa. We de na yiguso mai na yon kafra. Isa yi nua Dominic Frimpong. Se na anu ya ni ja ne kwan. Okay. Obin na this season dey na see ya Brekum Chelsea. Mo battle relegation.
Well, simple. I mean, what you for now. Asimo bi say this is the very 3rd or 4th time I'm saying you didn't come mama wobisa about the Sima Brekum Chelsea this year struggle no? And there is a lot into the Ama Brekum Chelsea struggle but you say the most and I say the major problem Ama Brekum Chelsea struggle this season the wholesale selling at Brekum Chelsea you know there are a lot of players you know if we team them and when he plays in fit many players I say Ibiana omunya board be more. They are key players on any day. Ubia team be able started. And more absence, you know, anytime other players never join any team, no. and then who say I'm why because if you more na as I say best start league no na sign it na ye ombeko omonko nti omo fit no replacement maybe a man team and aside say be a man team no guys be Chelsea this season and no and statistics in very well aside winning and because these are some of the factors about become Chelsea this is the struggle.
Okay, me busa o say me because me kai say season is say na mo struggle ni enu di nkomo ma ka say no ma be sesa but e be a second window no yet TNC become Chelsea still players ni bi sa akọ team a was struggle due to so ton players ni bi na fee still ogusu a woton nti that's a solution no ama nti na me say busa obi no.
Yeah, simple. And you see, second round the players two free team don't there. Make us say Kwesi Badori, and Edwin Asamoah for. And even as you best start league, now we know the Kwesi Badori won't come on.
Make I pa.
And my make sure say probability this season the club best starting no. Now any possible say even season no best starting. The magazine even become Chelsea 14 so team ball first round in there. We know we knew say they are. Na Kwesi ebeko beti du baby na beye obeko onko ene du na Asamoah for still na club ne ho hwe a na enyi and you do asem you know football but team no matter team situation no Ghana high already you can keep the player.
Okay, this Kasem.
Oh yes, and Kwesi the outside Kasem no you know me minjo we are only team for we come about Kwesi the way omo agency ni Brekum Chelsea deal no etie
okay
and Kwesi is not the only player on say Kruka omo agency no Jonas Ajeteka on that FC Basel team no and into na because even as a time ana Kotoko krepa brand here no Kotoko ntumi anya brand because of niema na igwa kom na Kotoko ntumi miti niema na team no agency ni hwe no.
Okay obinyamra nyame yaduma o chena game no so e muni league leaders Mediema Sporting Club and Ebo preparation to say so far.
Well, because after I say guys record some things, but almost started training now. I'm prepare very well, and you call a year by after year na one preparation because I started because now here in some Kaya Mediema League now we are also struggling, and this game a very difficult game for the two clubs because Mediema himself venue no ban or winning that venue I don't remember Mediema win or that. And even for the past 3 games, I could between Chelsea and Mediema. No, like I said, Chelsea were upper hand or Mediema. So, for Mediema, the 2 times I was very choosing about Brekum now, or the lose game. No, last season Chelsea could share Mediema. So here the 2 players now side some Mediema that league, you know, top no playing against Brekum Chelsea. Now we have 1 game. I make say Mediema find it very difficult. Say only Brekum Chelsea. But we emphasize the only thing is that we are preparing. Say. No matter the basic nyame much now, by good means, I say Brekum Chelsea, it will get 3 points. No, it will be go this back nyame much.
It means say Ochina de e kwan papa bia so Chelsea be share Mediema.
Yes, simple. Kwan papa bia say first to get points no Brekum bia simple. You be first and say Brekum Chelsea be survive this league now. It depends on our game against Mediema. And here mo be me country, you know. Yet tenants ye hwe we ni nim say ye game betimi am ya survival league you know against Mediema you just share Mediema ochine ni wi you know Brekum Chelsea be betimi relax so okay now me koje match we aka one we aka but losing and now drawing against Mediema will be a disastrous to Brekum Chelsea nyame admon so by good means bia no ochina Brekum Chelsea e get 3 points left for Mediema.
Oh okay so meaning say Obiaji Isaac assure Chelsea supporters in na say this season relegation be survive.
Yes, simple and assurance, but a idea as a catching supporters. Because you need a similar but supporters you be that's a papa charges our points. No, and in America, I'm not much game gate free.
Or free gate?
Yes,
money over
Golden State Park. Over body be I see that or ocean black and I red. And it you go this Park in Yamiad much.
I don't know idea.
Yes, and then I just say, yeah, the Shayyan Dominic said the only thing they to me Dominic is so arrested well. Hey, say you beat me a colleague. Okay. Say young colleague you Dominic, you know, quiet and some boy or banner or free mono. Make us a club in a disappointed Dominic. So the only thing they to me Dominic arrested well. No, hey, say you may get 3 points. No, they are colleague. So, and you pushing 3 points, make a free gate. Obi don't for na to ticket in na dey ache.
Oh,
So to ticket in. Oh yeah, one of the investments say Obi ku maybe. Now you be on place be disclosing identity.
Okay.
It was to ticket in na. Nyame much na free gate. A red, black. Ne dey go this park nyame adma much na.
Okay. Obi mi jam mo akona na se ne o ka Dominic Frimpong asem no. Yinim say asem no please for nsem de. Then so dey ya Chelsea as a club money aduana de be and please for mo no communicate eji update ahodo. Please for say nipa bone for na omu di say nyamna asem na please for chi om no. Say omo so de ne say na akwa akusidi na please for na aka akere mo.
Well, police for no come omu di and say still an omu investigation. Because omu say asem there is a lot into it. Any premier no omu chi omo no nko. Inti no munyo munhwehwe mo no inti example akweye security issues ne there ye pese ijamo mo na at any point in time mo fees ehia na se what I say or update clubs no on be update but as at now mo ni di nkomo say investigation go show e ko so pa say we o mensa be kan others na aka no.
Okay, so say for now no menya say
well for now no report ne be no mo nya nipa mi no a na gang leader no e ka ho bi
so nipa 6 per the any 8 no sacrum for no me 6 no please for any 2.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nchechemu mu ada ho pa. Okay. Nchechemu ada ho. Okay, nti for now no o match nipa ni 2. Na say oni nya information bi say bia as o match through say 4 nti.
Yes.
The free please for na nkasa ho ma communicate ya matches ni say 2 e no match o mu. So mu won carry police station na.
Well, omo incident ni omo do mo ba Shantel region.
Okay.
And then only the else say you be security na say and your GDO police for say baby omo obi ano we know say omo handle issue very well and baby a gang go be and police for the fee say bi omo ko ha this would be the best place ye ko ha na be boy so and the example as to baby omo one there you say ni na e we hands of Ghana police service.
Okay, me ni obi Kumasi FM Adeshi FM ye ni atifu na da ase anope.
Yeah, simple answer na me ko nyame admuch na. Yes, the referees appointment committee. Aka 4 matches. This is the time officiating officials should show to Ghanaians say, "I'm professionals."
My question is our position. Because Cabra, Brekum Chelsea, it's a league contender. Brekum Chelsea.
Oh yes.
League contender. League contender. Yeah, can't team is always one more competing for the ultimate. I break Chelsea count. Club wa Africa. And now when team maintain the level, Kabana, they were fit and no man tentem. Kabana, you had you before I'm never. As always, players are Muja or Momo Koena. Zakaria Fuseni, Mishaka Free, Gregory Bin Sacre, Ubejo, Kwasi Badori, or Sakufu. Gregory Bin Sacre. Where was one? Steven Amankwa.
Steven Amankwa.
And it's a squad of Mom Koena. Zakaria Fuseni, Mishaka Free, Gregory Bin Sacre, Ubejo, Kwasi Badori, or Kufu, Steven Amankwa. And a word of man is so of Manakoi. Samatex.
Obu players names of number 15.
Omnium replacement.
Where be admitted.
Baba Kwaso omitimi makaso mnyana sini replacement be a woman said to Zakaria Fuseni. But I think that one also quite the press abe. Picking with you what we come on so go struggle.
Because no we are next on is stable.
Absolutely. By we and Ufruwa. Emranti aye bom with the wamusu nipa e wo brekum Chelsea here. The answer is big no. And immediately club owner president see will be this kind of business. We accepted the fact that results we be okutem.
Okay.
We accepted the fact. Karaja say. We accepted the fact. Now governor, I didn't know. My you know why would say maintain idea and say you come class no. Ah governor. Yeah both season in the middle of the season you know ni play be you yakona no waton.
So business Ghana football never in skedi.
Me jitu mi sa. Ba de ntine na ye nya ni sei. Mediama Sporting Club boys. Is some why akono.
Sure.
Mediama boys.
Omuka so muto ni omoto pa.
Ye Rambo Sama Paka one hijack system they say. Ye money qualify for African. Now within African campaign me who. The value no sa kosoro. What the Ghana Premier League in Kwampo turn up value be answer them is a fact.
Imagine say Mediama ko Africa na the group stages no.
Beautiful.
No so Oton Salim.
Oton Salim who ni say.
Ni value no because.
Was Oton ye Fusitela who ni say. we am fan say you mo sama paka
sure
wa anyi league no what the Ghana Premier League in kwan e to sali kwabena 100,000 on beba en ha class ne beba on the 100,000 na ne beto fam $100,000 na ne beto fam ba kwabena wonya sure say sali madams e lead Mediama Sporting Club team no now with this kind of performance what they come at least on the 50% crowd by Africa come on wonya sure say bia super agent team ne na for no ba kwabena or me negotiate from 250.
Oh yes.
What was horn no back target in there. So I didn't think I Ghana clubs no. Come in the middle of the season, you know. Want me nka bibia nche boys and say, "Mo fight ye." Na mo ma mo performance nya corona for ye we are you. But in the middle of the season na no mo ye business no. First at our teddy, first at 20 we you. Sika nations 4 pairs ye the mo manka first at Nikroma ba ko dey say. Ano I know what the man of the match. Ko Nikroma. You know no buy no. Wa be say two important goals to judge points be ma nation self so kwabena nyansem ketwa. Ano buy no. Nations FC so oye business area but hey Nations FC me no ka say wa hijack system no Nations for the MTN FA Cup finals Nations ho say Nations could have this kind of enough quality na Nations MTN FA Cup kwa bana so wo a immediately obeje no the first Achawate any ni nua ayi Nafi Suleiman any your friend say Emmanuel no any ayi Razak Simpson kwa bana imagine say nimpo mo Ghana Premier League impo na wo say wo je 300 ye yi wo rom kwa Africa kwa bana value ni be say so kwa bana these are certain pictures you see character class enti kwa bana wo kona de kwa business a maybe I'm sorry etutu say ya wusu mean should be ma me should be ma ena kwa bana wo say me wo ni say Nations FC to na few well who na onya na few replacement and also oton
na few Suleiman
well onya na replacement na see Nations say me ton na say Emmanuel no say wo koyi wa ma bi anka asikwe adikwe samostani adafo no man ke be lead attack asikwe
ayiti
your good friend
na friend say
asikwe wo koyi no mu twes kese sie ya asikwe adikwe o no dey lead attack
idi bi was ajikwe
adikwe
ayiti
ya bo penidin ma me ha am say do person bo din ni kire me ba me wo
ayiti
aha ayikwe adikwe
ayiti
edin no de edin ha enye familiar bit uti wo ba ye say wa share how many goals I think 1 or 2 me boa it tells you say na me na twitwaje wo ena Emmanuel no aba wo fight ye person wey you free ye business ne sa kwabena maka chem say ha board ne kwabena ne boarding uti ne boarding it businesses no ba kwabena businesses no ma competition mra me bibi ti say Nations DFA competition kwabena mo Africa Razak Simpson kwabena be hu ni say so okudina Africa platform ne kwabena hu ni say
bana so to
nyete 100,000 de nam ho na ze want 100,000 Razak Simpson won't say we twam 150 won't ye nyama agent man kan kire wo mo offer e 150 any ayi na down man ko na confederation na won pin ba kuntum no say ye negotiate from 200 these are certain businesses what ade nim kwabra e che ma swing game
ba ed no
ma swing ba
beti a che me de
ba udie so my serious one person come beti makem I think that weekend we know ya be yesa adwuma no so we mom relegation na kan mom relegation no relegation competition se see na wo gina yie pa if only so why serious pa be the Chelsea on e bekem
ba Nations di na yie young apostles na yie
FC there we ma ro usmo Nations FC me no kasa se see pando out of line to relegation
apando itimi ko
o relegation pando ba hwe ayi breku Chelsea for no wa mo bo Mediama ofie wasa kra na yosa giro fa draw kwame owi a wani Dreams FC e ofie brekum Golden City Park utie wani Dreams FC e ofie hwade o wa bo Mediama ofie ene Sunday obebo Dreams FC e ofie brekum Golden City Park owi a okobo 11 wonders owi anu aboni nua bechem e wo brekum ho untimi kam
it 4 games na ka no obo 3 ofie
wo bo 3 ofie no abo wonders wa we
wonders
wa man kam mo ya da pafo pa na kwa me mo je na kwa mo ya da pafo man kam mo da pafo game we mun kam Mediama Sporting go beba all out
okay
we worst performance should be a drawn game drama we are a fear Golden City Park against Dreams FC say na ma bie free gate e free na komimi ntum no momra na mo nche Dreams we are wakwa way to Techima 11 wonders we are wonu nua bechem United mo brekum Golden City Park kwa bra so we won't qualify na na dey be na be qualify say yama dey na dey qualify eti brekum Chelsea for dey so wo referee Chelsea da manim se sia ya kwabana wo mu gina yie pa wo se wo mutimi ekam wo do mo ni Nations FC dey no eto a kwabana Nations for dey no Nations for no wo ko pando out of Lions e wa we
ani ochina
owia wo ko wanti
oni young apostles no mu ne battle
na dey mesidi ntina Nations ma ha share wo kroma ade dia wo ma nwana wo wi obekọ wanti o Nations ko wanti Nations fi wanti ba was